So how does a song get started with you guys? Does it start with a song lyric, a melody, a riff? How do most of the songs get started?
Mostly, yeah, riff. I mean, we'll come to practice a lot of times and already have some stuff written. We write to it to accompany what he already has, and but there's exceptions for different songs. Some stuff's written differently, But
You guys have also collaborated with other musicians. How does that work? Do they come in at the end? Do they come in at the beginning, somewhere in the middle? How's that happen?
Most of the time, we'll have them just track after we've demoed it out, like a second guitar over. And then in the case of our other secret band guitarist, Martin Bianchini, like the last couple records, he's gotten together with Matt and they've just written like a song or two. Like Mothership has 2 Martin songs, and they're the really heavy ones towards the end. But yeah, so most of the time they just go over what we do, but Martin's an exception. I actually trust him,
Trust is always good. A few weeks ago, you guys released the video for Betrayed by the Game. Not an animated video. Who came up with the treatment for it, and why this sort of change?
Our director actually already had that treatment, and I mean, we loved it. It was nice to do something not animated and do an actual video that turned out good, unlike the video we have for Zoloft, which is one of the most comical videos for non-comedy reasons. So it's nice to actually do a real live shot video that turned out good, quality.
And right around Halloween, it's pretty creepy. I think a lot of fans out there messaged me and wanted to know what the donuts tasted like and what did the green goo taste like, and how many donuts did you consume over the recording of that video?
Well, they had a huge box of pastries that they just kept filling and pumping through. So, I mean, hundreds, literally hundreds. I personally didn't have to taste it, but I know it's protein powder and it tasted like lime, gross, not good.
Not a fan. Doesn't sound as fun. You also released the video for Young Robot. Is that a prequel to Robot with Human Hair?
Yeah, it's a prequel.
Yeah, it's just the robot. He's young. All that stuff, the political shit hasn't happened yet. He's just in high school, trying to get his own sea legs, and then a bunch of stuff happens, and you kind of get introduced to the origin of his battle with that evil dictator and how that comes to be. There's a lot of blanks to fill in between, but it's kind of a flashback to show people what the robot was like at a young age.
A really good origin story. Is there any plans in the works to make either a sort of a comic series of that, or and let fans really delve into the whole story?
I wish. If there's any dope artists out there, hit us up. Comic artists, that would be really cool to do a robot comic.
Very nice. So with 7 studio albums now in your pockets, how do you go about choosing your set list for this tour?
It's not easy. I mean, we have how many? I mean, we have 1,000 songs. So no, but it's really difficult. We just try to pick the fan favorites and crowd pleasers. And as far as for the new songs, we just kind of had to guess because the album wasn't out yet, so we had to assume what we think people will enjoy live, and obviously we went for the most part with this couple of the singles that we put out, and then one song, the Flossie Dicky Bounce, which we knew for sure would be a good popular live energetic song.
Thank you for that too. Some fans out there asked if there were any plans to play Mothership in its entirety on a tour or one day. Not yet. Not yet. Okay. And they also asked, I've got some really good fan questions this time around. Thank you guys out there. I was wondering if there were any plans to either re-release or remaster Whatever I Say Is Royal Ocean.
That's such a random rumor that's going around.
No, they just want to know.
Okay.
I'm not putting the rumor out there, I swear.
Yeah, because multiple people have asked about that. Who knows? I mean, maybe. We can't rule anything out at this point, but...
I don't know that recording can be saved. It sounds so crappy, but I mean, it's cool because it's the best we could do at the time. So I don't know. I kind of feel like just leaving it alone would be more tasteful and more respectful for, it is what it is from when we did it, and now we're doing bigger and better things. So I don't know that it's worth revisiting.
Fair enough. Leave good what's good. So as the drummer and guitarist, respectfully, fans also wanted to know who your favorite drummer is and who your favorite or sort of helpful memorable guitarist is?
I mean, I have a wide variety of favorite drummers, but probably Phil Collins. I mean, he's the master.
Nice. I'm surprised you pulled out the Phil Collins. I mean, that's impressive.
Yeah, I mean,
Google him, kids. Google him.
Google him if you don't know.
Like Phil Collins.
But I mean, when it comes to like more like technical stuff, then I mean, I've always been a huge fan of Abe Cunningham from the Deftones. I mean, or there's lots of.
Now, I just have that Mike Tyson doing the fill for in the. I gotta stop. Sorry, Hangover. Yeah. So, Will, what about you? Some guitarists that you're a big fan of or inspirational?
The guitar players, both of the guys from Thursday, and just the way they work together was always interesting. Just the dynamic of soft clean that they did, and definitely Omar and the shit he did with At the Drive-In specifically was super inspirational. I liked the way that they just took punk to new places.
It's got a little Thursday, got a little Phil Collins, somewhere in between. If you had to choose, and I know you guys are not a fan of covers, if you could or had to choose a song to do a cover of and really put the DGD spin on it, I don't know, Ignition by R. Kelly if you had to, or something like that. What's a song totally out of your genre that you could think you could redo and really, really put the good spin on it?
Jimmy Buffett, Margaritaville.
Oh, yeah, that's random as fuck. I like that.
What's New Pussycat with Tom Jones.
Google it, kids. That's another good one as well. Lots of other fan questions, too. One that I got a lot of is that, John's got his project. You've got Secret Band. Tillian's got his project. But they want to know when Will's going to drop the mixtape on Blue Swan Records.
I don't know. I've got so many other projects I got to do. I'm constantly starting things, so it's tough.
I mean, you did allude to Drake. Can I get a little Drake dance?
There is a Drake part on.
I know on Chocolate Jackalope. I got it. Can I get a little Drake dance though?
Oh, I can't pull that out right now. You got to get me drunk to do my Drake dance.
I'm gonna get him drunk later, and he's gonna do the dance. Speaking of Secret Band, album number 2 coming out next year. Where are you guys in the process?
Well, Martin and Matt kind of took the reins on writing this record, so they have pretty much a whole record planned out, and I just have to write some guitar. John's got to finish up vocals, and we also haven't really chosen a producer for that, so we're kind of in the beginning stages of getting that worked out. This year's just been so taken over by DGD, and then I went off with Samvar for a little bit, so it's just pretty full. But 2017 looks like it'll be Secret Band's year.
Okay, because 2016 is still pretty busy for you guys. You've got this tour that's just getting started. You've got another tour in Europe going on with some sort of blast from the past going on. What's going on with that?
We're doing the 10-year tour over there also with Johnny and Kurt. So this will be the final thing we do with that.
Somewhere floating out in the interwebs is not a cover, but a demo with Kellen Quinn, and fans want to know sort of how he was involved and if you'd ever do anything with him again.
Yeah, when we were the first time we let go of Johnny and we were looking for a new singer, we tried out a bunch of different people, and Kellen Quinn was one of them.
Nick Newsham, Gatsby's, Matt Geisy, a bunch of amazing singers, and Kurt just seemed to be on the same plane with us as far as what we wanted to do as a musical statement, and we were definitely really trying to make a big statement after kicking Johnny out, and so it was really carefully chosen that we would get Kurt to be our singer, and yeah, there was a lot of amazing singers. It's weird. I sometimes even look back and wonder what it would have been like if that guy was our singer, but I'm glad things have played out the way they have.
And now you've got Tillian, who just absolutely crushes it on Mothership. Go pick it up now at FYE and other stores where they really do have it. This is Gavin Dance, Jackie for In the Key of Change and Chorus.fm.